Time in YouTube, and welcome back to Deck Profiles. Today we're going to be taking another look at Umbreon Gx, but this time we're partnering up with something different. For those of you who have forgotten, Umbreon Gx is the 200 HP Dark-type Pokemon, evolves from Eevee, has Stray for 1 Dark Energy, you get to do 30 damage, you may switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon, which is a pretty good attack. You also have Shadow Bullet, 1 Dark, 2 Colorless, 90 damage, this attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's bench mon as well. You also have Dark Call GX, 1 Dark, 1 Colorless. You get to discard 2 energy from any of your opponent's Pokemon. So Umbreon GX is a pretty strong card. It's been very meta-defining over the last little while. This time around, though, we are going to partner it up with its fellow Eeveelutions. We're going to have 1 Flareon, 1 Vaporeon, and 1 Jolteon from the Ancient Origins blocks. And for those of you who do forget, they all have that good old effect. So each one of them has, if each of your Stage 1 Pokemon in play is now a Electric, Water, or Fire type in addition to its existing typings. What these for is to give Umbreon an edge over some of the opponents. So this way, for example, I put one of each in to counter kind of some of the more popular stuff. Jolteon's for Rayquaza, Flareon is for Lurantis, and Vaporeon is for Volcanion. Obviously, if you don't need the 2 types, you can just kind of pull them up, ditch them up with Ultra Ball or whatever way you need to, and then you're good to go. You don't have to worry about drawing them. Just draw the necessary one that you need, and that's why there's only 1 of each in the deck. With that, though, we are going to obviously partner it up with a few Shaman, 110 HP, with the ability set up. You can draw cards until you have 6 in hand. Has Sky Return for 2 colorless energy, 30 damage. You get to put this card and all cards attached to it to your hand. And we're going to partner it up with a couple of Yveltal just to be on the safe side in case our energy do deplete quickly. We have 130 HP, Dark-type Pokemon with Oblivion Wing, 1 Dark Energy. Attach a Dark Energy card from your discard pile to one of your bench mons. This is one of the few cards that's nice to strafe into. Now for a few trainer cards here, we are going to be running 4 Crushing Hammer, and we're going to be running Team Flare Gun. Now we've got a ton of discard energy support going with the Umbreon. Umbreon, of course, having that Dark Call GX. This is just to keep our opponents from really doing anything. If we have that opportunity, let's do it, right? We got a couple Nest Balls. This way we can grab Eevee pretty nicely. We've got the Professor's Letter to get that Dark Energy in our hand. We've got some Trainer's Mail, some Golden Balls, the Ultra Balls, and some VS Seekers to keep ourselves flowing nicely. And then we've got a Parallel City to choose as our deck of choice. You could run Chaos Tower to do 10 more damage. That way Umbreon had a natural 100, but I thought Parallel City might be actually a little better just due to the fact that we do get to reduce their bench space, or in terms of the 3 Grass, Water, or Fire, we can deplete their damage output. So again, another nice thing there. We are going to be running 1 Brock script because, unfortunately, we are only going to be running 3 Umbreons, and our 4 Eevees are going to go sporadic, depending on the deck. So we want to make sure we have that opportunity to get them back. We are going to be running Lysander, of course, switch to your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active. We're running 2 Ends for some, not only card manipulation, but for some draw support, and some Sycamore, discard your hand, draw 7, beautiful draw support there. I'm going to be running the XP share. You could easily run Bursting Balloon over this, but I thought it'd be cool to get the XP share down. This way we can set up our fellow Umbreons, or even a Yveltal early if we need to. We are running the Float Stones primarily for Shaman so we don't get locked up there, but it can also be for the Yveltal because the Yveltal unfortunately does have a pretty high retreat cost concerning he is a bird, but he is a pretty big bird. Lastly, we are going to have the 4 Double Colorless Energy, and we're running 6 Dark Energy. Now that is the deck. Will it perform well? I don't know. I have not performed with it yet. Quick update for you guys though. I will be going to Pokemon Symphonics in Toronto on Saturday, and if you guys are in the area, please hit me up. It'd be kind of cool to see a couple of you guys. I know there aren't a whole lot of you yet, but if you guys happen to be going down to Pokemon Symphonics, hopefully I'll be seeing you there. But without any further ado, let's get into some of those matches on the Versus ladder. Alright guys, match number 1 is here, going up against Digiboy playing Fighting Psychic. Now, we might have an advantage on the Psychic end unless it's Hoopa, and then this could be just Lycanroc GX. Or it could be Groudon. It could be Primal Groudon, considering the fact that, you know, it's got a Groudon coin. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm expecting Groudon right now. No Eevees, which is a bit of a problem. My opponent's playing Metacam. Interesting. I have not seen Metacam in forever, and this is going to be bad because, well, Umbreon's weak to not fighting. And Metacam can pretty much go quickly. Our opponent still has no basic. We are going to start off with that Yveltal, who does counter Metacam pretty nicely. So hopefully we'll be able to do that. Do not start with an Eevee, which is a bit of a problem. Our opponent has Espeon in their deck too. Okay then! I don't know what's happening here. But we're going to see our opponent has finally got their basic Pokemon, so we'll be able to start seeing a bit of a play or two. Now I can drop this Floatstone onto this Yveltal. I can pretty much ditch my hand at this point, since I don't need the cards in it. Jolteon is not necessary for either of the two Pokemon types that are in his deck. We would love an additional card. It's going to be O. Of course it's going to be something useful. My opponent also is running Mewtwo. It's a Mewtwo Metacam Espeon? That's a weird... I guess the Metacam is to counter his Dark types. We're going to see a Fighting Energy go down onto the Meta-type. And we're going to get End, which is beautiful by my part, because I did not want to sacrifice the double colorless energy. And now we're going to be open up to a lot of other options here. We can actually Crushing Hammer that Fighting Energy away still. We have no basics. We're actually going to get more utility out of the way. Oh my god. Now you're not weak to Dark, you're weak to Psychic. We're going to Crushing Hammer. We're going to land it, so out goes that energy. I don't need to go for anything, let's just go for the Oblivion Wing. Actually. This is going to be a toughie, like, this is going to be a terrible play here. Come on, Eevee. Grab that Eevee, drop it down. We're going to go for an Oblivion Wing, which will get that energy onto Eevee, and then the following turn we can kind of evolve into something, hopefully, maybe. Let's go for that Oblivion Wing. Dupe! 30 damage. Get that energy onto our Eevee. I might just go straight for the Dark Energies, save the double colorless energy for something else. I can even start going for Darkness Blades if I really need to. Strong energy on the Meta-type. We have slowed down our opponent just slightly. We're going to see an Ultra Ball. He's got the old Golden Ultra Ball! He discards a... I think he discarded a Sycamore and a Skyla. In hopes of getting his Metacam. He does need 2 Fighting Energy for it to go off properly, I believe. Yes, because he can only go for Calm Mind right now. Goes for the switch! I resist your attack, my friend, so it's okay. I don't mind that at all. And in comes that Metacam. We can evolve into our Umbreon. Yes, please, let's evolve. Full art? We'll do the full art. Why not? It's here, it's down, it's gorgeous. We don't need either the evolutions we do have in our hand. So I can actually opt to get rid of them. I can Team Flare Grunt. I haven't supported yet, so I'm in no rush of doing so either. We can go for a Trainer's Mail here, get rid of these two because we don't need them. Grab another Eevee. Now I know one of our Eevees is in the discard pile, so we do, or our Umbreons. So we're just going to Team Flare Grunt, get rid of that energy. No energy for you. And we're going to go for the Oblivion Wing. And grab that Dark Energy. Our opponent is not in a great position because we have completely stopped his energy control, which is exactly what we want to do. We want to get that Metacam out of here, and now that we have that opportunity, I might actually sacrifice this double colorless energy to the Yveltal for a treat. This way we can go in, take care of the Metacam ASAP, because it is going to be a problem. We're going to see a level ball. Going to go for what? Another... Ooh, you're going for your Eevee. Unfortunately for you, we actually counter your Eevee, so that's great. We actually resist it. We do see a Psychic Energy onto that Eevee. Does get that Umbreon Gx going off, which is absolutely wonderful. But hopefully we'll be able to get a VS Seeker off of this trainer's mail, because I'm in no rush of actually getting cards. I'm in a great position. Our opponent has no energy at all, barring the one Psychic Energy that they did play. They've got a Metacam up at the front, which we'll try and take care of right now. We get the VS Seeker, so we are going to just drop our good old double colorless energy there, VS Seek into the Team Flare Grunt, and remove that energy. Actually, we can't. So we are just going to retreat out, go for our Umbreon play, get rid of that. Got a Crushing Hammer. We can play this part at least. See if we land it. We do! There goes the Psychic Energy! Oh, I feel so bad for this guy. We're going to hit off and get some damage down into that Umbreon. It is weak to Psychic, not weak to us, so there is unfortunately that. We are going to get a VS Seeker, so this is also very good to have because we do need some card draw. So I'm not afraid to sacrifice the Team Flare Grunt if we have to, but that comes that Mewtwo. Can't really do much to us. You can Shatter Shot for 30. But we've completely neutralized my opponent, and if we have to, we can always Dark Call GX to remove the energy as well. So there are tons of options here still, but he's lost, what, only 3 energy. It's not been that bad. We're going to see another Eevee. Gonna see another Eevee. He's trying to get these guys down. I might want to get that Meditite on the following Shadow Bullet. We're going to see a double colorless energy. We can get a Nest Ball going. Let's get that Eevee. And I know I was a little early on that Team Flare Grunt prior, but we have no ways of getting rid of energy right now. So we'll just Sycamore, see what we can get here. Ooh, I got Crushing Hammer. I'm currently 3 for 3 on hammers. Every turn I've discarded his energy. Every single turn. Alright, so we got... I don't need to do anything right now. Let's just go for the Shadow Bullet. Let's hit that Meditite. Because again, this is the only thing that can hurt my Umbreon. It'll be a free prize. We'll be able to get 3 prizes off the Mewtwo and the Meditite next turn. Umbreon does get played, but does my opponent have any energy? Yes, they do. They have an energy. Sycamores. I feel so bad. I feel so bad right now. My opponent does pass the turn. We're going to drop a Floatstone down onto our Yveltal. We're going to see a VS Seeker, and we're just going to be able to get that End, which isn't really something I want to get right now. Now, all you need is a double colorless energy, correct? Yes, so... I might just use Dark Call in the following turn, because I know he can't knock me out, and I do resist his attacks, so I'm not worried. Let's go for the Shadow Bullet. We will knock out this Mewtwo, and we'll knock out the Meditite in the process. And we're just needing 1 additional prize, and we will have taken match number 1. Dark Energy, Brock's Grit, great supporter for us right now. Now I will be switching him up. We're going to get 1 additional prize here. So we only need to knock out 1 GX and we'll have this game in lock. But I will be Dark Calling so he loses both of his energy before he can do anything. Goes for the Psybeam. We resist, it's fine. I'm gonna go into another Eevee here. Let's get that Umbreon out. And unfortunately, now I've used 3 VS Seekers. No, I've only used 2. Ooh, I still got 2 more in the deck. Obviously, I can't go for any yet. Do I risk the confusion on the Dark Call GX? I think I do. And we landed it! There goes our GX attack, and both energies are gone. My opponent is not having a good day. They're not having a good day. Just not. There's a 3rd Psychic Energy. Our opponent is trying their hardest to attack right now. So Psybeam, we've taken 20 damage. Why not? Team Flare Grunt. My opponent is not allowed to have energy. Now we have a retreat cost of 2. And so, what do we do here? We're gonna retreat out into our Yveltal. I didn't want to risk the attack if I didn't have to. And I'm gonna get a little bit of damage here while powering up my other Umbreon again. But look at the mitigation we've gotten on this game. We've eliminated every single energy he's played so far. We are going to get confused every time now, which is a bit of a problem. We'll drop the XP share here. I'm going to continue to go for these Oblivion Wings and sacrifice my Yveltal. You both have 30 damage. Okay, so it's not worthwhile to do anything. Actually, it is, because your SP on the back will not be able to attack me. So I can still go for Oblivion Wing. If I miss, I miss. Oh, but I land it still! We're going to get 30 damage down. Get that Dark Energy back for our Umbreon. And we have the Floatstone, so we can switch on the following turn. My opponent is not allowed to have fun. So energy onto this Espeon. We're going to be able to start getting some damage down. And we're already confused. So we can actually kind of go... Ooh. Drop the Floatstone down on that. Unfortunately, I gave this guy the XP share already, because I could have just gone back and back with the Floatstones. I'm going to retreat into my Umbreon. We're going to get this good old Shadow Bullet down. It'll do some damage to both Mons. And now this Espeon is in range of being knocked out, which is absolutely fantastic. What a first game. I was fearing the Metacam, and unfortunately Umbreon just said, nope, no energy, nothing. He's actually retreating out! That's insane! Does get that double colorless energy, does go for a Psychic, but we are immune to Psychic, and it's only going to do 130 damage. We are going to get some opportunities here. I kind of want to drop my hand a bit. I don't need these two. I want to play these Shamans without really having to lose too much, so... I was hoping to get a VS Seeker here, because if I get a VS Seeker, I win this match. Is there a VS Seeker still in here? There is not, but there is a Lysander, and that's what we're aiming for. So don't need that. Let's just get you. Do we get this Lysander? No. Of course not. We do get a Team Flare Grunt, though, and that's kind of hilarious. I'm going to play some cards and get my options straight. So we're not going to lower my bench space this time. We're going to drop an energy down onto our other Umbreon. We don't need to search. There are no energies anyway. We're going to drop our Shaman down in hopes of getting that Lysander. If we get it, we will take this match by force. We didn't get it. King Crushing Hammer. Are we gonna go 4 for 4? We're gonna go 4 for 4 on this Crushing Hammer. Knowing that my opponent can't do much, we can Trainer's Mail and see if we'll get it. We get the Lysanders! Well, we completely controlled this game, guys, and it wasn't even fair to our opponent. Here comes the Espeon play. We are going to go for our Shadow Bullet, which will knock out this Espeon, and that will be game number 1. We had full control. We landed all 4 Crushing Hammers. We got how many Team Flare Grunts off? We got the Dark Call GX. If our opponent wanted energy, they weren't allowed to have it, and it was perfect! I feel so bad, and I apologize to you, big boy, or, Ziggy boy. I apologize greatly from the bottom of my heart. If you're watching this, I'm so sorry. But, that was for match number 1. We're gonna go into match number 2, see if we can pull it off again. Umbreon GX, and the energy manipulation is so good. Alright, match number 2 is here. We're going up against CLP. I don't know the numbers. He's got that gorgeous Pikachu going. He's going to flip it, see if we get heads or tails. We're going to lose this coin toss. Hopefully that's the only coin toss we lose in this match. But we are going to go first here, which is a bit of a problem. Our opponent had no basics, which is absolutely great for us. And I do get to play the Shaman and all these kind of great utility cards for free, pretty much. So we're going to see my opponent he's playing... Well, we knew he was playing water, so nothing over the top. We see that he's gonna try and go for the Crushing Hammers as well. Oh man, all I can say is that first match was everything and anything I would have wanted this deck to do. So other than obviously have the Eeveelutions, we didn't get any Eeveelutions whatsoever. We're playing Lapras. This is actually quite fine for me. We do not have anything to make you weak. Like, we have no grass effectiveness, so this is, unfortunately, the worst thing to see our Eeveelutions deck go for, because our Eeveelutions didn't do anything. We're going to reduce your bench space. I know I could reduce your water effects, but I didn't want to do that. Drop a good old Dark Energy up there. Go for my Shaman drop. See if I can get anything worthwhile here. We get a Vaporeon, which isn't going to do us any good. And I might drop this Floatstone on my Eevee. No, I don't. Drop it on the Shaman in case he does Lysander. And we're going to go for a nice quality end here. Not that I'm looking for too much. But it'll be nice here. And we're just going to pass this turn. We did not draw really anything worthwhile. Kind of can drop a double colorless energy on my Eevee, and we can try an Oblivion Wing after. My opponent can go for a nice collect, does have the Fighting Fury Belt for the Lapras. We might have a bit of a problem here because they can do quite a bit of damage overall. But we have all that good old energy manipulation. You brought up my Eevee, which is great. We do see the collect, not going to do too much. And we're going to just go for a nice Trainer's Mail, see if we can get anything here. We're going to get a Crushing Hammer. So we're going to have 2 opportunities to try and remove that energy. And again, with energy removal here, it is awesome. We landed! That is currently 5 in a row, guys. I'm just going to drop my energy down and pass. Do I pass? No, I can handle losing one Crushing Hammer right now. We are just going to be able to quickly evolve into our Eevee. We got another Crushing Hammer and a Team Flare Grunt, so we're in all forms to attack on the following turn. We just need a Dark Energy, but we have opportunities for that. I have the Shaman, I have a Trainer's Mail that could get us that Professor's Letter. We're looking pretty good. Enhanced Hammer! Nice play on my opponent's part. We are going to see an back-to-back like energy removal here. I might just Team Flare Grunt to get rid of their energy, but they've got 2 now. Collect does go off. Does get him to draw a couple more cards. And we're going to get another Umbreon for us. I'm just going to guarantee the energy removal here. Let's just get that out of there. Because all I need is a Dark Energy. So we get a Sycamore. Not worth it. Not worth it. That's unfortunate. Your Manaphy can have that energy. It's not a threat to me. We'll go for a draw of 1. It's just going to be a Yveltal, which isn't a big one. So we can just drop our double colorless energy back down. And I'm going to pass. My mind keeps wanting to go for that Crushing Hammer. I'm like, no! Save it for the Lapras! Save it! We're going to see a hyper rare Lapras go into the back, and that's going to get a Fighting Fairy Belt, and a Dive Ball is going to go off to get the 3rd Lapras. Now, my opponent cannot play any additional Lapras after that 3rd one because of the good old Parallel City. They do drop a nice Water Energy down onto the Lapras in front, but because of us mitigating all these energy, it's been fantastic. Already 2 in the discard pile, potentially 3. Team Flare Grunt! He is literally doing the same thing we're doing. This is hilarious. I don't care who wins this match. To see energy removal versus energy removal is amazing. Now, he did give us turn 1, which is a problem, because it means that we technically would be an energy behind. Let's go for a Crushing Hammer. We landed it! We're taking this Lapras' energy away as well. Beautiful. I'm actually going to sacrifice both of our Mons, get ourselves an Eevee onto this field so that I have a backup. I know I just sacrificed an Eevee, but we can potentially get that back. And if I get there we go, Dark Energy. And we have a Crushing Hammer. We have options, guys. We have ways to control his energy output. We only need a double colorless energy, and we're good. We're gonna do some little bit of damage. Do we have a Dark Energy in here? No. So we do not need to Strife. We're done. We're not gonna switch. If I had a Dark Energy in the discard pile, I would have gladly Strifed into our Yveltal, and this would have given me the opportunity to go for that Oblivion Wing. So he's got oh. This is going to be a long match. Just saying. He's got max elixirs and everything. This is just going to be a long match. Water Energy onto the benched Lapras. And another one. Does he get that energy? Because if he does, this is going to be a bit of a problem. He does! Oh man. Bit of a problem here. Because I can't target that. He goes for the switch. He has that ability to... Oh, he goes for the energy switch. Oh, I could have gotten rid of that and stopped him. But he is going to be able to go for a nice Ice Beam GX to eliminate my Umbreon. Beautiful play on my opponent's part. If he does do that, he could go for the Blizzard Burn, but the Ice Beam GX is the right play. I'm going to be paralyzed. I have to get rid of all these energies on my opponent's side right now. So Team Flare Grunt is going to go in. We need to land this Crushing Hammer as well. We do not land the most important one. Oh. I think this is my opportunity to just... Oh, we've already done all our damage. There's nothing I can do. My opponent needs a Water Energy, of course, but likelihood is with the amount of Water Energy they have, they should be able to pull one up. We've already ditched 4. They've ditched mostly our double colorless energy, which is a bit of a problem. Gonna see a VS Seeker. Do we see... Oh, you're going for the Team Flare Grunt as well! Good to play, good to play. And there goes my energy. And they're gonna go for a Collect. Now, if anything, I'm gonna be able to milk... I've actually got less cards than they do. I've taken way more damage. My opponent is actually energy mitigating me better than I'm able to energy mitigate them. But I might just Team Flare Grunt here. I don't have a great play, so I gotta stall out a little bit myself. I know I could easily go for a Sycamore here. But I don't feel it's the right play. So I'm gonna actually ditch my Lysander. And for this, it's because it's going to go right into my discard pile. And I can VS Seeker it up later. But we're gonna go for an Umbreon drop. This way I have a second one on board. It's gonna be doing the exact same thing as my current one. But we're going to Team Flare Grunt, get rid of one of those energies. You're back to just 1 on the board, and we're going to pass this turn. Now that Lapras does not have that Ice Beam GX, it's just got Blizzard Burn. It's just got the Blizzard Burn. 160 damage is a lot. It still can one-shot my Umbreon, but it needs 3 Water Energies specifically to get it. And how many elixirs? You've gone through 3 elixirs. You've gone through 5 energy. We have barely touched our energy support. Just goes for the collect. We get a nice double colorless energy. Ooh, this is a difficult call, because I am actually running out of cards in my deck. Do I have a Brock's Grit in here? Yes, I do. I have one Dark Energy. I have only like 2 cards I can really... I have 3 cards I can grab from it. It doesn't make a worthwhile grab right now. Drop the double colorless energy on the benched one. And then we're going to go for a end support, which will put all his cards back into his deck after all that collecting, which is perfectly fine by me. We can reduce the healing that he's got. I can actually get rid of both of my shamans on my board while reducing his damage output. So there we go, we'll do that. Get rid of those easy prizes. No shamans for you. And we'll be able to team... we can Brock those shamans back in if we need them, but I only have 9 cards left. I'm going to have to pass this turn around. I've had a lot of fun with this match, even if I'm going to lose it, because my opponent does have way more cards. Oh, goes for the Crushing Hammer. And lands it! There goes my double colorless. Energy drop onto the Lapras here. We have a VS Seeker, though. We can easily get rid of one of those. My opponent is starting to run out of energy. Unless they've got a way to get that energy back. Because currently there's 5 in the discard, 2 on board, so there's a total of 7. Does go for a collect. I need to drop that energy out, and then we can at least start going for a Strife. Now, we do have Dark Energy in here, so it's the opportune moment now to Strife. And it'll be the best time for a Team Flare Grunt. Now, I'm excited because they do have a Team Flare Grunt full art coming. There we go. I'm not usually the type to play like this, but I will take it when I get the opportunity. So we're going to Strife into our Yveltal, who has that Float Stone. I'm getting that big damage hitter out of the way. I'm going to mill up faster than he is, and he's collecting. Unfortunately, he's going to heal, and there goes all my parallel cities. Now, have I used up all my VS Seekers? I've used 3 of 4. And neither one of us has taken a prize. Up comes my Umbreon. This is a problem. This is the problem. Unless I get a Float Stone, I think I'm in trouble. Actually, I can't get a Float Stone. The other one hit the discard pile with the Shaman. So, there's that. And I can't do much damage right now. I think we're in lock. I think our opponent actually locked us. There isn't anything I can do. Drop that down there. And there's one. Is there one more double colorless energy? Nope, I just dropped the last one. Well, guys, I'm sorry. I failed you. I'm looking to see if I've got anything that can really help me out here. We can go for a lap. We can stall and bring up my opponent's Lapras, and that will be the turn. Unfortunately, me stalling isn't going to work out, because not only does he have so many more cards, somehow I ran through my cards way faster than he did. This is when I needed Lysander's, what's it called? He has a switch in ready, and if he's got that water on it, he goes for a Crushing Hammer. He doesn't land it. Doesn't land it! He's got more energy removal than I do. Does go for that collect. I am out of cards. I'm out of options. We have a Jolteon that I can play. Yay! But unfortunately, this is going to be the end of this matchup. As much as I want to, I might just Sycamore next turn to end it. Because there is no way I can get this Umbreon out of the active position. It is stuck up there, and my opponent just has to collect and have a great time. Does play the Acrobike, sees what he can get here. This is actually good for us because it'll drop 2 cards out of his deck. Does get the third energy. Cannot knock me out. And all his energy is on one Lapras. 170 damage. Boom. We get another Eevee. Are we out of this? Yes, we're out of this. Let's take a more. We're gonna finish up this game. Unfortunately, I would not have. I probably, knowing my luck, I wouldn't have gotten those energies back to back anyway. We'll get some potential damage off, and we're gonna go into our Eeveelutions so you can't claim. Oh, we couldn't have claimed anything because he can't attack anyway. But that is going to be today's match. We got outclassed by Lapras. The energy removal was fantastic, and unfortunately, we just didn't have an opportunity. We ran through our cards so much faster. I've probably played a ton of bad plays, rushing at the start to keep him down. And we are, like, we're in just a perfect spot. Like, I just got stuck. He's going to Lysander, but it's not going to matter because he cannot attack with that Pokemon this turn. Unless he switched. He'd have to retreat, and then he has a switch. Then he could get a knockout. But that's going to be the game. That is it. There you go. I had a great time with this deck, actually. It's a lot of fun. As you can see in that first match, if you get the right synergy and getting that energy manipulation down, you're in full control of the game. I did not expect to lose that much energy in that game, because usually Lapras doesn't have that much energy mitigation, but I had a lot of fun. Nevertheless, it went energy manipulation against energy manipulation, and we just lost, because I'm a card-hungry man. I like to draw it when I shouldn't really be drawing. But with that, though, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are brand new here, please hit that subscribe button, because it does mean the world to me greatly, and I expect to see you guys in the next coming days, because you know what? Guardian Rising is going to be here. We've got theme decks coming. I've got a 100-pack opening coming on TCGO. I'm going to try and cut back on my pack openings overall. They don't seem to do well for you guys. You guys still prefer the openings on, or the decks and all that kind of stuff. So those are what we're going to probably focus on mostly, not so much pack openings. They're not going anywhere, don't get me wrong, but there'll be less of them. And yeah, that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the coming days. But until then, time out.